Are you guys struggling in the wreck? Are you tired of losing with randoms? Do you feel prepared for 2K24? I can help, let's get into it. Starting with the first way I think you can improve your game in the wreck, and that's understanding your position and your build. Unfortunately, we live in a 6-9 meta where every build 1 through 5 are essentially the same and can do everything offensively. While some don't mind this, I personally miss the pie chart builder that gave greater levels of readability to the game. I think the current builder is boring. I oftentimes don't even check what build type I am matching up with anymore. I know what they can do, and I only care about their height. But despite the current builder and meta we are in, many builds will still have limitations in the wreck. This is where tailoring a build to your play style and choosing the correct position comes into play. Let's analyze this. Let's say you want a corner catch and shoot build because that's how you play when you go into the wreck. Should you make a point guard? Probably not. Probably better to make a 2 through 5 build and let others make builds who will bring the ball up the floor and pass it to you to knock down that open 3 ball. Now ask yourself, are you better at paint defense or perimeter defense? Which do you prefer to play? If paint defense, make a big. If perimeter, go for guard. If you want to see and play both with one build in the wreck, make a small forward. When you're making your build, ask these questions and think about how you want to play, and build it accordingly. As I stated before, even with the current builder and meta, builds can still have limitations in the wreck. So often you see people struggling in the wreck, it's because they are playing outside of what a build is truly capable of. Gone is the quick drops animation and limitless takeoff badge. Don't put your driving dunk on 75 and expect to put 7-footers in the rim for 30 straight minutes. This applies to shooting, defense, and playmaking as well. Animations that will allow you to play how you want are directly tied to stats, so think about how a build is made and play to its strengths. If y'all want to see a video of the stats and badges I recommend for certain play styles and builds, let me know down in the comments section below. With that being said, understand that simply having high stats in categories such as finishing does not mean 2K will allow you to do so at will, which brings me to my next point, and that's being creative. When I say being creative, guys, I mean thinking about what your opponents are expecting you to do, and then countering it. For example, if you are driving to the hole full speed, it's likely that most defenders will assume you are going straight up for a dunk or layup and think to themselves, I'm blocking that. Now you get creative and do a pro hop, pump fake, spin move, or even pull-up jumper, and they are completely out of position, allowing for an easy bucket. Apply this thought process to all facets of offense but also defense as well. Thinking like your opponent will allow you to successfully break them down more times than not. Defensively, for example, if you know all your opponent wants to do is cut back door, a counter is to play off between them and the rim. They want to catch and shoot, make them think they are open enough to do so before contesting it greatly. You know the ball handler wants to fade from the corner. Beat them there. You know your opponent wants to step back and shoot. Play over the top. Defensive guide coming soon, so consider hitting that subscribe button and staying tuned to the channel. Nonetheless though, guys, this is the way you should be thinking when playing in the wreck, and something as simple as patience will allow you to perform better, as oftentimes people will mess up on their own. All you have to do is wait and take advantage of their mistakes. So get creative, work a move, be patient, and watch how the game will open up, allowing you to find more success in the wreck. The last point in this video that will 100% make you a better player in the wreck is to improve spacing. If you've played random wreck, you know spacing oftentimes feels terrible. What you might not know is how you can improve it. For the 1 through 3 it's very simple, move. Yes, there are times to sit stagnant and wait, but there are also times when movement is key. Become familiar with backdoor cuts, cut-throughs and perimeter rotations. Give others space around the perimeter. If you see a teammate standing in the corner, don't go and stand on top of him, as that essentially removes both of you from the play. If you notice a teammate's man isn't playing very good catch and shoot defense, or that they aren't playing defense at all, don't go and stand right beside them, because all you would be doing is bringing your man to contest what would have been a wide open shot. Same applies to isolation moments from your team. Recognize that and give each other the appropriate spacing around the perimeter. Now for my bigs, I'll be blunt with you. You need to move out of the paint from time to time. Shooting ability would be helpful, even if it's just enough to knock down an open mid-range or 3-ball, you will win a lot more in the rec. But going into 2K24, size, weight, and strength will be most important for bigs to guard in the paint. However, to prevent a single man from clamping the entire paint, we as bigs really need to focus on getting our man out of the paint. As previously mentioned, gone are the days of the pie charts, and with it, narrow defensive gameplay. While I do believe and hope we will see more restrictions with the builder, it's likely not to change much for 2K24. So in my opinion, if you don't have to sacrifice more than it will be worth to add just enough shooting, I would. This doesn't mean you can't be a paint-dominant big, but crowding the paint will become an issue if all you ever do is sit in the paint for 30 straight minutes, allowing your man to guard you and everyone trying to drive to the hole. You have to mix it up. Set a ball screen, set off ball screens, flare, roll, bring a variety of movements to your game as a big in the rec. If you do choose to have any shooting ability, being able to stretch the floor will open many more opportunities for you and your team by making your defender choose between staying on you while you're stretched or protecting the paint. If your defender stays with you, the slinging slashers on your team rip the front of the rim off. If your man slides down to help, you're now wide open to cash out. Being able to space the floor in 2K is stupidly important, and I have no doubt it will affect the way rec games go going forward. So guys, with 2K24 right around the corner, these are some very simple yet highly effective ways you can improve your game in the rec and start winning with randoms. If y'all are looking forward to 2K24 and want to see more content and guides, please consider hitting that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it would help out greatly. Leave me some feedback in the comments section as well, we love to see it. That being said, it's been real and I look forward to talking with you guys in the future. Until then, take it easy.